So yeah, hello YouTube. Anyone who's thinking of adding a mist system, a cooling system to their home CNC, there's a really good option that's actually a bit of an improvement on what most people use. A lot of people use these sort of Venturi based systems where, you know, it's this kind of system where there's a feed for the air from your compressor and a line for whatever coolant you're using. I use IPA, isopropyl alcohol. The downside to this is that it's relying on the Venturi effect to draw the coolant up into the block, and these needle valves control the flow rate, which is just not very good, basically. So what I did was I have one of these kind of quite cheap systems that just you can buy on AliExpress, and if you remove the Venturi tip from the nozzle of the system, and then pump the liquid through, the coolant through instead, and then you can control the rate at which that coolant is pumped through, and obviously balance that with your air pressure. And so then you've got basically a combined system where you can just use blowing air to blow out waste from a cut, and then switch on or switch off the coolant just by switching on and off the pump. And the pump that I've used is actually a peristaltic pump. This was an idea that was posted by another YouTuber, his name escapes me, I'll perhaps put it in the comments, where he provided the idea for this, which is, you know, relatively, I think it was about £40, the peristaltic pump, which comes with its own stepper motor, and you just have to buy a cheap stepper driver board, which is housed in this box, which I just knocked up in Fusion, a 3D printed box, and then that's wired to my CNC controller, and I can switch it on and off through ISender, which is the G sender I use. So what you can do is you can adjust the feed rate of this peristaltic pump, which is, you know, it works on the principle of peristalsis, where it's just a rotatory pump on a sort of a silicon tubing where it just squeezes the liquid through at a controlled rate, and this motor has a controller on it, so you can control how fast that rotor spins and how the flow rate of the coolant. So you've set your air at a constant level, and then just tweak this coolant to adjust, and it literally is just pulling this isopropyl alcohol, in this case, from this bottle into the peristaltic pump, and then down the line and through the chain, and up into the top of this block, which is now just running wide open. The needle valves are open, and as I said, you remove the Venturi kind of effect nozzle here, and just make it a plain nozzle. And I've added in a bit of an extension here of brass extension, just to make it a bit easier to position. So if I show you now, so this is just the air running. So you can see this is just the air flowing, and then if I hit the mist control, it starts this peristaltic pump turning. Now you can hear that it's starting to just basically like a very light mist, rather than kind of big droplets. It's actually kind of a bit of a mist. So I've got it kind of set it how I want it, which is a very light one. So yeah, if you're machining, you know, aluminium, it's really useful to be able to direct a little bit more of a controlled amount of coolant onto your workpiece.